Hey guys, Taya here again with the Creative Edison. I just got in the mail today I scored. I found these on eBay. I got all of these. You can't even see the beautiful rainbow that they are. I had to line them up like my little beautiful colored soldiers. Anyway, got these on eBay for a really good price. So I was super excited. I wanted to use my Distress Ink pads, and I hadn't used these for a really long time. These are probably 15 years old or so, and there is still, I have not re-inked this, but I'm going to show you how awesome these are. Actually, I was testing them out. That one here is is tea dyed, and you can see it's kind of like a pinky beige, a little bit, a good flesh tone for a Caucasian, I guess. But anyway, I was curious because, like I said, these are about 15 years old, if not more, 15 to 20 years old. I lived in Arizona at the time, living with my parents. I went to school. I lived in Alaska. I've now since moved to Idaho, so these have been through a lot of moves with me. Years of time have gone by where I haven't even opened these inks because as I'm doing my thing, as I've been living my life, I haven't necessarily been able to do my arts and my creativity as much as I wanted. You have a busy life when you're working and you're moving and you're trying to be social and all that jazz. And so years have gone by that I haven't used these ink pads, and so I was curious if they even would still work. And so I pulled them out about a week ago or so, I don't know, and just wanted to know how they were going to work. And I've also used... I have these guys, again, bought these, and I think they still sell these. My bristles, some of my bristles are kind of coming out. But like I said, they've been in the heat of Arizona in storage, and they have been in the freezing cold garage in Idaho. So they are soldiers. They've been through life. And they still are working pretty good. Like I said, this is the tea dyed, had not re-inked it. I was just curious. This is the pilled ink, just to kind of show you. I'm just kind of pushing down. I mean, yeah, there's not a ton on there, but I'm still getting some color. There is, look, that's pretty good. And yeah, you can see the sheen. That's pretty stinking good. For as old as these are, I used to use them all the time, and then they've just been sitting. Didn't tape them, didn't do anything special. They literally were like that in boxes or in my organization trolleys and stuff. But I did think, I want to get some re-inkers for them, freshen them up a little bit as I'm starting to kind of find my creative space again. So I went online, was looking for them, thought, well, maybe I'll get them when they're on sale or something. Checked eBay just in case. Found a really good deal on eBay. I got 10 of them for like 35 bucks, I think. So I thought that was pretty good. I got to pick the colors. I don't know if they had all the colors as an option. I'm not a connoisseur of the colors of Distress Ink, but they had a really good variety. So I tried to get I got one for each of my ink pads that I have. And so these are the ones that I've got already. Tea-dyed, pilled paint, faded jeans, black soot, and vintage photo. Vintage photo I probably have used the most out of any of them. I used this one all the time when I was younger. So if any of them are going dry, it's going to be that guy. But again, not. So that's a huge plug for these for these Ranger inks, excuse me. This one I'm sure I'll use. I love that brown, that vintage look to it. As you're distressing the edge of a picture or a collage or something, I think that's beautiful. But I can guarantee I'm going to use pilled paint all the time because I love that color. I also love faded jeans. I actually think I'm going to, look at how happy mustard seed. That's just a fun, is that going to pick up very well? It's just a fun yellow, just very cheerful. And like I said, I don't have the ink pads for all of these. I'll still be able to use them because they are in dropper form. They're all wrapped in paper, or excuse me, plastic. But as you open them, you've got an eyedropper there. So you can still do techniques with these. We'll just take this guy. If you just wanted to draw, and it's a pretty thick ink, but you could do some stuff with that. I've got the Jane Davenport inks. I thought somebody was at my door. Anyway, similar concept. So it's got the eyedropper. You can fill them up. These are more, I think these are water-based. But you can, you can draw with them. You can do things with them. Oh, and they smell. Not in a bad way. Like they have fragrances. Some of them are gross, but the fragrances are fun. It's something different when you open it up and you're like, whoa, you smell like I'm at a Bath & Body Works. It's not as good as Bath & Body Works, don't get me wrong. But they're fun. Fresh Air. I love this color. It's so beautiful. Let's, tra-la-la. Let's see what they do. I'm curious. Let's see what they do, you guys, with some water. Okay, so here we've got Jane's. Booyah. Definitely is going to move with water. And this is just copy paper. Just some scrappies. Okay, and then let's see. Oh yeah, totally moves too. So lots of different techniques that you can do with these. So even if you don't have the ink pad, if you just want to get these, go for the ink pad too. I mean, do what you do. I just want to show you different things that you can do with them. So different options there. That's kind of fun. That's cool. And so I'm just going to look at those gorgeous colors. Oh, it's like it's a mountain lake. Yeah, I love it. So I'm just going to ink this guy up real fast. Let's see how he looks. Lightly squeezing, just getting some of that ink out of that eyedropper there. And you know, I can't believe how inky these still are. I mean, it's soaking in fairly fast. You can still kind of see just a little bit. It's like a sunset. There it goes. Bye-bye. Good night. So anyway, there's still a lot of ink in that pad. I'm shocked. That's some pretty good quality right there, because like I said, I used this one all the time when I was younger for sure. And I know I use this one a lot too. Green has always been my favorite color, so I got green eyes and it's my birthstone and it just kind of went with me. So those two definitely used all the time, and there's still plenty of ink in them, but I have these bad boys just in case because it's fun. Also, they wanted friends. Jane and Tim. La, la, la. These are cool though. I'm excited. Add a little bit of water to them. You can get some really pretty effects, I think. A lot of options there that you can play with and try out. So I'll be curious to see kind of what it does on different papers. Wow. Okay, again, so that's just regular, copy paper out of my printer. That's a lot of ink. I mean, obviously, like it's pulled up. Look, that green there is still pulled up on there. You can see. So, and that was just me barely touching it. So yeah, you'll definitely want to use a watercolor paper. Or have a protection in between, because who knows how deep that would go in our lake, our mountain lake. Anyway, so I thought that was cool. Just wanted to share that. I hadn't used these guys before. I hadn't ever had to re-ink. I was kind of curious to see how they would kind of compare to Jane's. It's definitely a thicker medium. And I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say. Nobody ever gives you information. It's not like food. I can't tell you what's in these. If they're pigment, or if they are dye, or if they are water soluble, or if they are going to be permanent. I'm pretty sure the Jane's, once they dry, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be permanent. Half an ounce, 1 full ounce. So if you're doing price comparisons, there's kind of the difference. So these are the guys in my last video. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Yeah, in fact, okay, so I grabbed the Fresh Air. So, like I said, I loved this one. I think I showed you guys this. It was in here. I was just kind of experimenting. And I said how hideous this page was, because I don't like these colors together. It's not that I don't like Jane's stuff, because I absolutely do. I think these are really, really beautiful. This is in this dauber bottle. This is this guy. It is the Fresh Air. It's the exact same color as that blue there. So here's full concentrate. Here is watered down with some, oh, it is just water. Okay, yeah, so I just put water in these Dauber bottles. So it really watered down that color a lot, which I thought was going to be a cool effect. And it still might be. I need to play with it. I need to give it a chance. I need to not use these colors together like this. I really just wanted to test to see what the paper would do. And it held up really well with them. So yeah, that's kind of how they look. If you want to water them down, obviously we added water to the ink directly. So if you wanted to blend it out or so, work fast with this one because you are going to get those marks. So be careful with that. But I think if you work pretty fast, then you should be all right there. So you can get that beautiful rich color. You can fade it out. Don't compare it to any of that. And then it is a lot prettier. The camera, of course. You guys, I even have like an aught light shining down on it, but it's still struggle bussin'. Anyway, these are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I do love the Janes. I just don't like what I did. That was my own bad decision. So anyway, these are cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for my Tim Holtz always, because I love him. Always love Jane. Not necessarily loving what I do, but that's why I don't have my own art supply line, because, you know, I make weird decisions and I am not always successful at them. But you know what? Dang it. I'm going to experiment and I'm going to play because it's fun. And then I can show you guys everything that you shouldn't be doing, and it's great. Or you guys can do what I do, make these, and then show me how to use them. That's even greater. And then we're all holding hands, kumbaya, and learning and growing and creating, and it's so much fun. So hey, if you guys have used this idea and done this, show me your stuff. I want to see it. Let me see it. Tag me somehow on Instagram with the Creative Edison. Let me see, boo-boo. All right, anyway, there is that. Enjoy. I'm going to play with my little soldiers a little bit. I'm going to make these guys go swimming a little bit more, give them a drink, and then go to town and see what kind of magic they still hold for me almost 2 decades later. My old friends. All right, guys, have a good one.